Well, welcome to another bourbon hunt. This time we're going to Tennessee. In fact, it was so long we had to split it into two parts. Tonight you're seeing part one, where we go into East Ridge Wine and Spirits. And then tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., part two, Cork and Bottle, also in East Ridge. These are both outside of Chattanooga, two of our favorite places to bottle hunt in Tennessee. And we hope you enjoy the show. Well, we're here with the North Georgia Bourbon Society, Daniel, one of its members, and a subscriber on our channel. We're here at East Ridge Wine and Spirits, and we're starting a bourbon hunt in Tennessee. Let's get to it. Okay, we're back in East Ridge Wine and Spirits. One of my favorite stores in Tennessee to hunt in, and typically the bourbon and whiskey is right ahead of us here, and then over on the end they've got some specials on the shelf, and then their store picks are right in the center. So Daniel and I are going to see what kind of bourbons and whiskeys we don't have. So you've not been here before, have you?
I have not. This is the first time I've been in this store.
Well, let's see what they got here. Okay. Well, you know, a lot of people are not a fan of anything with the word Dickel on it, but not this one. Actually, I like that one.
The 8-year?
It's a good bourbon. I mean, it just, you don't get the mineral taste you get from the Tennessee whiskeys.
I have not had the 8-year.
But one thing you'll see here, that you don't see in Georgia is brands. It's like these guys. Have you ever seen that in Georgia?
No, sir. Can't say that I have.
You'll see several brands they have here that are just... And where's that made? Is that Kentucky, Tennessee?
That's what I was looking for. Distilled and bottled, Indiana.
Indiana. Well, we should be getting that in Georgia, right? Now, I don't see it here. Now, J.W. Kelly does not have a great name. In fact, some people kind of discount it. But they have one that they did for the Reed House, which is it's one of those historic hotels in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
And it's really good. And a few of the shops around Chattanooga have it. And of course, you can buy it at the Reed House. But I actually thought it was pretty good. That's probably, the closest one to it's probably this single barrel here. And they're really, I mean, it's not an expensive bourbon at all.
I've not had any of their stuff either.
And look at that.
That's Peerless Double Oak.
That's cheaper than any one I've seen in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They always
Georgia's
have,
at least 109. I think it's probably the cheapest I've seen that one.
and this Old Kirk, I've heard about it, and you know it's kind of pricey at $135, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Like, do I take the gamble? I've heard good things about it, but I've never tasted it.
You had any of the Smooth Ambler?
What's that?
The Smooth Ambler there?
No, this
Had
one
any
right
of
here.
those?
Oh.
You had any of the Smooth Ambler?
No, but it's in the giveaway.
Oh, is it?
Or it was one of the
I
giveaways.
gotcha.
I've had it for over a year and I still haven't opened it. They keep kind of packaging this, the 101. That's a great
Yeah, I was gonna
price.
say, that's not a bad price.
Now, a lot of the local stuff I see
Hey,
are
Mike, don't
usually
sleep
on this
Green
shelf.
River right here. That's a good one for the price.
$35.
Does that include the foolproof?
That would be a great buy if it was.
And the foolproof's usually about 50.
Or maybe
45.
somebody just put that bottle in
I
there.
don't know. There's another one there on that shelf.
Elvis is in the building. You know, they've got a midnight snack that's kind of like peanut butter. It's quite interesting, actually.
Can't say I've had that one either.
Yeah. And before RD1 came to Georgia, I used to come here and buy the RD1 because it was one of the few places I could find it.
Right.
So it's kind of like Bridle and Brit, Short Mountain. I've never seen that in Georgia.
No. That's organic Tennessee whiskey, Mike.
Let's see what kind of Kings County they have. Empire Rye. We were talking about this. In fact, the show that airs today was talking about how a lot of the bottle shops have just not been selling the single malt. It hadn't taken off.
I was gonna say I don't think it's taken off quite like they thought it would. Not yet, anyway.
This is the only place I've seen that's actually family of John Wayne that came out with this. And this Founders Reserve is supposed to be like their best one. I've only seen it here. I've seen the Duke at other places, but the Founders, I've only seen here and no place else.
That's the first time I've seen that one.
Now, is it a good bourbon or is it kind of a collector's thing because it's John Wayne?
Right.
I'm not quite sure which I thought about getting it, but
That's interesting, for sure.
so are you hunting for anything in particular today?
Nothing in particular, unless I saw the wild turkey 70th, maybe.
Oh yeah, and there's a backstory to that. We both have signed bottles from Jimmy Russell, the 70th.
Yeah, I won't.
And neither one of us wants to open it, so we're trying to find another 70th one so we can open that. Now, Dominic is a Tennessee whiskey that people tell me is wonderful. Now, what I've heard people really love is the cast strength one. That's just the bottled and bond. And they always have seen a good selection of. I've seen this recently, but the Silver Oak Cabernet. Oh, well, that's right there. I'm not a big wine guy.
I had a sample of that.
What is this? Ajax Turner Rickhouse A Floor 1.
Single barrel.
I'd rather it be like Floor 6. I haven't seen that. Have you seen that one?
No.
Well, that's a single barrel.
Yeah, it's a single barrel 95.5.
That might be. Is it finished or just? Is it their juice?
Yeah, it's their juice. 95.5 Bardstown Bourbon Company. Age 6 years.
That's interesting to me. That's a possibility right there.
Some old
And
Forester.
that's pretty much in, except for what they have on the back shelf behind the counter, and then a lot of times they have specials up on the shelf over on the right.
Have you had the Statesman?
I have. It's the only one of the Old Forester I tell people not to buy.
Okay. I've got the rest of
Any of the other one. Now, people go back and forth about which is the best. I actually like this one the best. This is second. That's third. That's fourth. That's a way
Distant
back fifth. I'm sure somebody likes it.
Yeah. That's a better price on that Jim Beam than we see around most of our shops around Georgia too, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look at that price.
Yeah.
$26. You can't go wrong.
No, that's a good buy.
That show we did Thursday night, the happy hour. We used that in one of Kim's cocktails.
Yeah, it's pretty good for the money. There's some.
And a lot of people give me a hard time about this Cave Hill,
Yeah.
but it's a really good 4-grain.
I haven't had that one.
It's a little different. It's a little sweeter than most 4-grains, and maybe that's why I like it. But it's always,
70
a
bucks.
little pricey. Hey, pick you up 2 or 3 while you're here. Oh, I forgot this shelf.
Hey, there's a Baker's 7 sitting up there.
I understand that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard the same, but I don't
Now I've got.
have it.
I'll tell you that if you don't have a
Hard
hard truth, I promise you, if you don't like it, I'll buy it from you. I'm telling you, it really is a good bourbon for the money.
Yeah, you don't see those either in Georgia.
The Heaven's Door. Well, I gave you my Heaven's. Didn't I give you my Heaven's Door? I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
Of course, that is their flagship, their everyday one. I've heard pretty good things about this, and I've yet to try it. Because I don't know which one. Do I to go for the cheap one? For the middle one? But a small batch for $70, I don't know. Typically you see small batches for like $40.
Yeah.
$70 for a small batch.
It's a pretty bottle to me, though.
I'm waiting to, have someone do a tasting where I can go and like, oh yeah, because, or do I go for the barrel strength?
Barrel strength.
I've not seen a single barrel of these, but you always see these three.
Yep. You had any of the Yellowstone?
Well, we got I did a yellow store pick with Habit's Bottle Shop on a cast strength one, and we love that. But we got to pick it.
Right.
They gave us 3 samples, and we picked the one we liked the best, and it was delicious. But single barrel cast strength.
Yeah.
I've not heard good things about this one. This one interests me because it's toasted. But like a lot of people, you get to where you want something special. A lot of the flagship ones just don't do it for you.
Right.
They taste like every other bourbon you've ever had. But this, actually, that Old Fourth bottled in bond's pretty good. I've got that and the cast strength. Like them both.
That's a maple vanilla.
I was hoping to find one of your Pursuit Double Oaks here. And everybody tells me, if you like Amberana, that the RD1 is the best Amberana out there, period. Now, I would argue with them. I like the Lucky 7. Lucky 7's a little bolder than the RD1. The RD1's really good. I would say probably the second best. I really like the Lucky 7. But they don't sell the Lucky 7 in Georgia either. Now, the RD1 you can get in Georgia now.
Yep. The only Amberana I've had so far is the ASW.
The what?
The ASW one.
I put that in I did that, it was either 4 or 5 of Amberanas in a blind, and it came out last compared to the other ones I had. I love ASW, but I decided not to get another bottle of that because there were so many other ones, because you get tired of Amberana quick.
Yeah, it's not something I go to often.
You want to wait a couple weeks before you drink it again, so it drinks. It seems like something new. Because if you had it every day, you would toss the bottle. You're going like, nah. So anything you see you gotta have?
Nothing that I gotta have.
Oh, come on. Jamie told me, she said, let him buy anything he wants, is what Jamie said. Jamie didn't say that.
No, she did not.
Jamie, I'm sorry, you didn't say that. But, Rick's single barrel Kentucky Straight. Oh, it's a rye whiskey.
It's a 95.5 rye.
Never mind. No, the Goose Island. That Goose Island was, because Goose Island is a stout, right. So it's got kind of a flavor of a stout going for it. It just wasn't my thing. I got a sample it from Dave and just like, nah, I ain't buying this. The 10 was really good. The 11 is better. And what are they? I think they have the 13 out now, or is it?
It's 12.
The 12.
12. 12 is better than the 11, in my opinion.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've got the 10, so I can just skip over the 11 and just buy the 12. That's what you're telling me.
You can find one today.
Oh, man, see, I thought, there's my bottle I'm going to buy here. These people were so nice to let us do things here. Well, tell me, if you see a Dominic in another Dominic, let me know. That's the only one I see.
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen so far. What's your thoughts on the Rowan's Creek?
I've heard actually both of these are pretty good. They're Willet products.
Yep.
I'm going to have to go back down through here again, See if I can find me something, because these people have been so good to me. There's got to be something I can buy today. Well, I may have to just buy one of these filibusters. I keep talking about it. We got 3 choices here. We got the Boondoggle whiskey, aged, I guess this is aged in 5 barrels or aged 5 years. I can't figure that out. Dual cask finished in French oak barrels. Well, that sounds interesting. And they've got a single barrel estate. I got a lot of French oak bourbons for $2 more. I think I'll go for this filibuster single barrel. I've not seen a single barrel anywhere. That's new, and 115 proof. Oh, look at that.
Four years old.
This is what I'm getting. So, we're going to do a, give me 5 on this one. I've been seeing this for a while. Time for me to pull the trigger. So, this is what I'm getting. You grab you a couple of those 4 Gates and Jay Mattingly's and the Rare Perfection.
I'd love to.
I'll get permission from Jamie so you can get all that, all right?
Here's some Widow Jane.
Here's a B524. It's about time for C to come out, isn't it?
Yeah. I've actually seen a B523 still on the shelf recently.
Did they change the,
Yep.
they just changed the label? Ah, nice trick, Larceny. I'm not buying it.
Woodford Double.
They got their own, that's a pretty good price for a store pick.
Yeah.
Double oak. Let's see what we got here. Old Hickory. You ever heard of them?
No, sir, I have not.
Now, I've been seeing this in Georgia lately. They tell me that's good.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
Driftless Glen. Our buddy Dave Vogelsang.
Yeah.
He's actually been to that distillery. He loves the Driftless Glen. No, that's their rye whiskey.
Yeah.
I've had their bourbon. Not a big fan, but some people really love it.
Sure, Good Times Double Oak Honey. I've never seen that guy before. Yeah.
Well, you know, I bought their cigar batch, and it in a blind it does really well. But then when I go back and taste it, I go like, ah. And I paid $100 for it. So
Right.
I won't be replacing, and I will drink it. I do like it. I just thought, you know, it's just not up to the level of some of the other cigar cuts like the Old Elk and obviously the Joseph Magnus.
I'd like to find
Or
one
the
of
Short
those.
Barrel. Short Barrel has, to me, Short Barrel for the money has the best cigar cut out there.
I've not had Short Barrel cigar cut. Ragged.
Well, I will get you a sample. I got batch 1 and they're getting ready to come out with batch 2.
I've liked everything of Short Barrel I've had so far.
I've not had anything from Short Barrel that I did not like. So they got some sets of stuff. Rare Perfection and an Eagle Rare, $2.99. I've heard Rare Perfection's really good, but Eagle Rare, I got like 5 bottles of it.
Yeah, it's not as rare as it used to be. Starting to
And
find it on shelves.
you
pretty
can't
regularly.
see it real well with how wide I'm out, but they've got the Wild Turkey Voyage, the Remus Babe Ruth. I know the Babe Ruth's expensive. We got an Elmer T. Lee, a Blanton's. Now they've got a point system here, so you build up points and you can buy these bottles.